Day 3 at the Atlantic Coast Conference football meetings. I'm Rick Ballou here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Miami's the dominant conversation today, but don't sleep on Louisville. It's year 2 for Jeff Brom, the offensive-minded coach. Has done wonderful things in his career, including when he took over last year. He brought the Cardinals to 10 overall victories. That was not the thinking going into camp. Now, granted, they did miss last year in the regular season, both Clemson and Florida State. That changes somewhat coming up this year. I'll get to that in just a couple of minutes. Here's the deal for Jeff Brom. Here's the deal for Louisville. They have to get over the hangover of losing their last 3 football games. Kentucky beat them in an ugly game. Remember the Florida State matchup in the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship game? Then they lost their bowl game as well against USC. The savior, 7th year in college football, Tyler Shuck. 3 years at Oregon. His last 3 years with the Red Raiders at Texas Tech. He takes over as a 7-year veteran this year for Louisville. And he's a transfer guy. They're right up there. They've been considered one of the top 2 or 3 teams this year that really raided the transfer portal, plugging in immediate starters on both sides of the football. It's going to be real intriguing to see what happens here for Louisville during the 2024 season. I look at the schedule. Yeah, there's some massive hoops here that they're going to have to be able to jump over. Early on, Appalachian State, always a tough game. Jacksonville State. Then they have Georgia Tech. You go to Notre Dame in week 4. SMU. Look at their road games, some of the more difficult ones in the Atlantic Coast Conference. You go to Virginia, BC when it's cold, Clemson, and Stanford. 3 straight road games. How does that happen in the Atlantic Coast Conference? They wrap up the year at Kentucky. They also have home dates with Miami and Pittsburgh. So, is Louisville a team that could maybe sneak into the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship game? My guess would be no. I'm going to vote them 4th overall. I'm going to vote Florida State, Clemson, Miami, and then Louisville. But getting to the championship game, we'll see if that actually does take place. Keep it right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jacksonville Cougars. It's me, Soccer Sam from Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizzeria is now open in Jacksonville, Florida. Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. $10 daily deals, dine-in beer and wine, and delivery. Salvatores.com.
Local 234 Plumbers, Pipe Fitters, and HVAC Technicians is a proud sponsor of ACC Kickoff. When it comes to reliability and expertise, Local 234 is the right connection for your plumbing, pipe fitting, and HVAC needs.